Hey guys, today we're going to talk about different team compositions to use within God's Rush for various things. So first I'm going to talk about the arena. And right now I'm using a Hercules, Hephaestus, Astrea, Aphrodite, Atlanta team, which is working out pretty well. I like to switch it up pretty often. And Hercules is probably the best tank, I would say, in arena because of his resurrection ability. Hephaestus is really good as well, due to his early passive AoE stun. Cerberus is nice for his super high DPS. Atlanta has a back row silence and high single target physical damage. Other players I like to use are Hera, who has an AoE disable and a passive stun. Poseidon has a passive freeze and pretty high DPS. Medusa has an ultimate that freezes all of the enemies, and she's okay at DPS, I guess. Pandora has really good AoE DPS, and her ultimate slows then freezes the enemy. Astrea has nice AoE silence, lasts about like 6 or 7 seconds, I don't know. And she has holy damage as well, which goes through shields, and it's just pretty much the best damage out there. If I had Zeus and Cassandra at higher stars, I would use them, since they're very, very powerful DPS heroes, but right now for me, at 3 stars, they're just too squishy to use in my arena team. And other heroes that I would use but haven't leveled up yet are Achilles, Cadmus, maybe Mrs. Claus, I don't know, I haven't used her yet. Cupid, yeah, those are probably it. And Hecate, I guess. Right. Oh. So now I'm going to talk about Gauntlet. So the team I use for Gauntlet pretty much is good for any PvE. So I already finished my Gauntlet today, so I'm going to just show you the team I use in battle. So I use Hades, Hecate, Argus, Astrea, and Chryseis. So this team works out very well for any PvP and PvE in God's Rush, because Hades absorbs all of the damage pretty much, and his ultimate helps him regen HP instead of losing HP. Hecate has very strong AoE DPS, and she heals herself after her ult finishes. She also has a passive silence, which is nice as well. Argus is very high AoE DPS. Astrea has, like I said before, a 6 or 7 second silence for the entire opponent, and she has pretty good DPS as well, and Chryseis just has a strong AoE heal that heals your entire team. So this team works for, like I said, pretty much any PvE within God's Rush. Whether it's Gauntlet, regular battles, elite battles, or Portal, yeah. So now talking about the things with restrictions. Titan Ruins, I already finished it today, but the things you want to know about Titan Ruins is you want to use as many of the DPS heroes that they list as possible. So for Cassandra, the DPS heroes are as follows: Hephaestus, Astrea, Prometheus, Tiresias, and Athena. So you can see my Tiresias is pretty low level, so I switch him out for something like a support like Aphrodite or Ion or Chryseis, or if I need a tank, then Hercules or Hades or something like that, to be able to support my DPS heroes. If I had him at 80, then I would probably use him as well, but this team is good enough to take out stage 4 of Cassandra, so I don't worry about that. Snowman as well uses the same team. Helen and Artemis though use other teams, but it's the same strategy pretty much. You want to stack up on all of the DPS heroes that they list, that you have leveled up, and then fill in the rest with supports like tanks or healers or control characters like Cadmus or Poseidon, who have nice passive stuns or freezes or something like that. For Guild Wars, I use a team that consists of a lot of healers. I like to use at least 3 healers, so Hades, Ion, and Chryseis. I like to use Astrea as well to keep the opponent silenced, and then I stick in 1 single target DD. So that could be Cerberus, Atlanta, Zeus, Achilles even, yeah, so, or Hera, so something like that, and that works out pretty well for me. What you want to do is use a single target DD to minimize opponent rage gain, and then the rest is to control the opponent and to heal up so that you can be full HP by the end of the battle. And trials are all really easy, so I'm not going to talk about them. You pretty much, for the physical trial, actually I'll talk about them a little bit. For the physical trial, the magic immune trial, you want to use heroes with a lot of physical damage, so Hercules, Hephaestus, Atlanta, Achilles, Medusa, something like that. And you just pretty much leave them on auto attack and they'll get through. The only heroes that have ultimates with physical damage are Achilles, Atlanta, I think Ares, and I'm not sure, Cupid also. For the physical immune monster, physical immune trials, you want to use a high magic damage team, so Argus, Hecate, Astrea, Serb, Zeus, Cassandra, Pandora, something like that, Poseidon, pretty much anything you want. And then just put auto on and just let them steamroll through. And then for the female only trial, I like to use Medusa as a tank, or I guess you can use Athena as a tank if you have her leveled up enough. Then I like to use Hecate, Astrea, Chryseis, and Hera or Atlanta or something like that. Doesn't really matter. That one's pretty easy as well, at level 80. So that pretty much sums up the video. Thanks for watching, guys.